Stomach seems sudden.
Very talkative stomach.
It is at the moment.
Okay. Well, for some reason my microphone seemed quiet. Oh, no, these seem fine.
Wretched.
Oh, I thought maybe you were being attacked by your stomach again.
More red. Well. I like that picture. Best picture ever, isn't it, Chad? Wowee. Never see another one like this.
Joking?
Being a butt. No, that's my laughing.
Doing
with giggles.
Doing podcast editing is fun because everybody, like, Kaya's laugh is explosive and loud. John's is like, and you can actually see the spikes in it. And then yours is this like wheezing line that just squeezes through.
It's beautiful.
Where was the one of them? Because I've been working on it.
I don't want to hear my laugh.
No, it's not hearing it, seeing it.
You can just see my laugh and know it's mine.
I've done it long enough that I can. Like I know that this is me. Yeah, I can just pop this. Hello people. I was working on podcast stuff a little bit before stream, and I can tell me because I'm more practiced. I'm very specific on how I do the tone of my voice, so it tends to be that you can see the lines of it. Where it's direction of it, where I'm trying to find the wheezing.
I'm just waiting for a picture of a pile of poop that's on fire and this is your voice. It's amazing.
This is a spectrograph, if anybody hasn't seen one of these before. It's when I'm doing podcast stuff. Stuff's going there. Okay. It is gives me a visualization in basically 2 dimensions of all the audio and everything. And it usually lets me tell like bass and high tones, and I can figure out like if there's an impact noise, I can usually see it. Like there's probably one right there. But yeah, so this is probably me talking, or because that's that. But looking for your wheezing. It's so obvious when it pops up. Because, like, you can see these lines and how they kind of go up and move around. The wheeze is
the skull for a boy. It's like a freaking skull.
I don't know. I mean, we're summoning demons during the podcast, apparently. I'm going through to remove a lot of these dark spots, like the dead zones, because I usually go through this 5 times. This last one, though, this next podcast recording is going to be a little rough because I had a bunch of the work done, and then I wanted to try something, and not realizing that the original modified the original files, and didn't make copies, and so it's kind of rough because I'm not going to redo all the work again. So I'm kind of just moving forward on a cheaper variant. I don't know why I'm not finding it because it was literally.
I never laugh. I'm void of laughter.
It was. I just found it today. It was right at the end of one of these little bits, and it was just you could see the little wheeze lines, and the wheeze lines are so fun.
The wheeze lines.
Yeah, it's Michael's wheeze lines.
I am always struggling to live.
I guess I'll have to worry about that later. I swear I remembered seeing it, but audio editing's fun. No, it's not. Anyways, hello people. Yeah, keep that there for now. We'll work on more Ratlos.
Oh, right. They're in a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready to make out. What else do you do in a spawn boat on the lake?
Well, what if you brought your children out there?
Would you do that?
Because they're like, hey, it's a big swan.
Ugh.
Well, thank you for the resub, to Jinxie. Oh, hey, look at my monthly. It's your monthly birthmas. Wow. Well, 26 months too. Jeez. That's like 7 years.
They have a bunch of like Izzy and Sunny boats. All pictures.
I think, if I remember right, because I've been doing some podcast stuff, well, and then I lost it all. But I met, I believe that she's all animated. Because see, Michael, she does cute. She's just looking around. She's all excited because she's on a boat, and then she sees fish. And she's like, oof.
I mean, she looks like a deformed bat, but
Look how cute she was when she sees a fish. She's like, oh, fish.
she did see fish.
And then she's like, is this fish? Yes, monthly birth miss, because apparently monthly was hard. You couldn't afford the H. I mean, H is a very expensive letter. It's right in the middle.
That's the time of year.
Prime real estate. So I think what I needed to do here was, go get that
What kind of fish is that? Looks like a rabbit.
I don't know. It's the same fish from the Ember video, but that I didn't do.
Remember that video I didn't finish?
Yeah. What's the one? Yeah, Ember, and there's a fish that jumped in the water.
I remember it.
Yeah, it's that one.
I remember the ending.
The dolphin. So what do I have? I gotta do. Where's he talking? Oh yeah, it was towards the end that I did that. Okay. So let's see. If you don't stop being positive, I'm gonna sink the boat just to make you sad. Sounds like Michael would do that.
I kind of wanted to continue a little bit after that, and then him to just sink the boat. Like, she's happy, and then he just looks at her and just like puts a hole in the boat.
Thing is, I really can't give her emotion. That's the problem. This is she's always looking like this. There's nothing I can, because I can do. I don't know if you're drawing now, but I can move the lips up and down a little bit. Oh, actually, you know what? Here we go. I have not reset some of this stuff on SFM here. Oh.
Well, I miss these streams too.
Infinite. I missed these streams. You were here Sunday, weren't you?
Well, that's not these streams. These
Oh.
streams are different. These streams have chicken. The streams have chicken? Probably.
Yeah, chicken's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I remember seeing Sunday. Been very tiresome. These need some.
Hear the fairy? It's got its wings. I heard the fairy.
I don't even know the one across. This phone just dinged.
That was the fairy. Magical over here.
Okay, so we're about. I'm not even halfway through. Almost halfway through. But I think he slows down. Yeah, he does slow down. That makes it easier. Okay, so I got to do the lip syncing before anything, because if I don't, I don't know. I find animating hard without. I still have to render the dumpster one. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, really? I thought that one was ready to go.
Yeah, it is. I just haven't rendered it.
You must love that one.
Hello.
Just watching this stream in school. What?
You go. Well, do your homework.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't do homework in school because that'd be schoolwork.
Or beat up the nerdy kid and get them to do it. But you shouldn't be here either way.
Well, unless your class is animation, and then I'm up on the big screen. If so, hello class.
Yes. He's This is, I guess you'd call this animation? 2 dragons and a swan boat.
I was offered or asked by somebody to actually go to like an elementary school once and see if I wanted to teach them some animation stuff. And I'm like, if I went to school for it, sure. But the last thing I want to do is teach a bunch of kids what I know about animation when that could be wrong information. So I don't want to do any educational type stuff like that.
think kids would mostly just want to see the finished product with a little bit of like voiceover about how you did it, but then it would be a lot of
No, they would find that really boring.
what, watching videos.
Yeah, but they wouldn't care about what the content of the video is. They just care what the video is.
Yeah, but I don't think they'd find it boring as long as the video.
No, it was going to be like probably 8 or 9 years old kids, and I'm like, nah. I don't want to have people be taught the wrong thing and then have it be like, but he said.
Is that young? You can't.
Yeah, you can.
They're gonna forget everything.
That's where the kids that are taught wrong at that age are the ones that go on to be evil.
Evil.
Yeah, when they have those tragic backstories, and I don't want to be the cause of it.
It's like, I showed this classroom full of kids one of my shipping videos, and then you all grew up to be evil shipping animators. Just kissing for days.
There's a
Nightmare.
Remembrance. Twidash has I constantly get comments on there like, about like, I watched this when I was a kid, and look where I am now. And like references and stuff, and then there was somebody left a comment that says, "If I see one more person leave a comment that says this," it's pretty funny.
It's like, I watched Twidash when I was 10 years old, and now I'm a mob boss. Correct connection.
Menopause?
Mob boss.
I think he said. I was kind of listening to him, so I thought he said menopause.
It's like, I hit menopause the age of 13. Sad. Like, got that, what was that movie, Jack, with Robin Williams? Got that going on.
The age thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what the name is, but I know what you're
And
talking
your
about.
shipping videos causes it's the #1 cause of Robin Williams's.
I'm the blame for Robin Williams?
Yeah, the blame for Robin Williams' disease.
Robin Williams disease. I don't think that's what it's called.
Oh no, he's the only one I ever saw in the movies with it, so it must be his fault.
Well, they were pretty sure showing what was the. I think that is a real thing, but it doesn't work the way that was shown. Because it doesn't actually. You don't literally turn into an old man. You're still a young kid where everything is aging faster, but you're still.
But I think you grow quicker too.
Yeah, but in there it was like as if time was accelerating, but that's different than biological accelerating.
Bicentennial Man was good.
I'm sorry, Cap. I have no idea what you're saying.
Cap is a regular. Comes to watch. He speaks in a dialect I do not understand, but I imagine he's telling you
A dialect?
yes, dialect.
Of
Russian
what?
is a dialect. I believe it's Russian. Maybe. I don't know.
Who's called Jack? Yep.
Yeah.
I did see it. I have not, but it's been so long. Anything Robin Williams is like my childhood type years.
Yeah. Good movies.
They need to get a little bit more on this, I think. There we go. Oh, not quite there. Nope, I need to get it to
Well, hello to you, Cap.
Oh, you say hello. Well, hello. Good day.
Yes, friend. Friend.
I hope you are having a fantastic week. I think it is Tuesday.
It might be Wednesday. For them.
Depends. I'm actually gonna skip the first sound here. I'm gonna go right to the S. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit of this.
Just a big yellow thing. Is that the sun?
Hmm?
The big yellow thing. Is
What
that
big
the
yellow
sun?
thing?
The like half the screen is.
The not sky.
The other sky. So this takes place in the Upside Down. I've actually never seen Stranger Things, but it's throwing out words that I heard once.
That was when we were playing Dead by Daylight. The first character I played on there was the Stranger Things creature, and I was confused as to how that character worked. But he can do the upside down, and doing it is basically you can create teleport points. Not teleport, I guess. It takes time, but it's very fast. And after you get out, you can see where everybody is.
This is the first time I'm hearing that Stranger Things has a creature. I know nothing about Stranger
Oh, you
Things.
never. Oh, you should. How'd you know about the upside down?
That's
but
all
not.
I know because I see it on T-shirts.
It's been long enough. You should know.
It's like, you know what? It isn't even a spoiler at this point. You're just not trying hard enough.
Yeah, there's been so many whatevers.
Let's see this creature.
Where I thought it would be. Oh, it's got to be one I have.
I've gotten to a point.
They're all still 50% off. Nice. I thought these ones were
cool.
done.
Might grab another one if we plan on playing it some more.
Oh, we'll definitely be playing it some more at some point.
Though playing as Granny is kind of the Granny. I think he's going to take a little bit of work to actually learn proper.
No. I don't know where it is.
I'm a little disappointed because my favorite villain character of all time, and the Granny character I'm playing is kind of already the Swamp Hag, but the Swamp Hag from the movie Legend, just
Yeah, it's this guy.
Like, what the heck is this? Some kind of gremlin?
You've never seen Stranger.
I've never seen Stranger Things. I don't know what that thing is.
There.
Okay. Oh, it's a flower. It's flowy.
Yes, it's a flower. He's vegan.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, it's because it's I don't know. There's a lot to it to unpack on that. I've only seen season 1 and a little bit of season 2, and I think they're up to now having season 4 or something. Rathos make a stupid face. Whatever stupid face pops. I mean, if you have something specific on it, I can do Rathalos with it. Yes.
Rathalos' face is already stupid.
Normally, stupid face without any indication of anything. I will usually just do whatever comes to my head, which is usually abusing whoever's sitting in that chair. I did a lot of abusing of Lyra and Autumn Blaze.
So Warhorse was here Friday?
Yeah.
He wastes no time, does he? He's like, ooh, open seat. And he rushes here. Probably doesn't even let you know he's coming. He just breaks down the door.
I just, if I say his name 3 times.
He appears.
It's way too quick.
I feel like at this point, I just exist as like a totem to like ward off the Warhorse. And as soon as I disappear, he comes creeping in.
So right about here, I need to extend this. Except for here, I'm going to take this up and kind of hold it here.
Can't imagine Warhorse saying time, and then I can at the same time.
Maybe they're both the same person.
Yes, maybe I was Warhorse all along. What is something Warhorse would do? Laugh all the time. Ha 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 ha. Amazing.
See, now he's not here because he has like a job to do. He's supposed to do moderating, but now he's like, nope, too good for moderating.
Yeah, he's let the stardom go to his head. He's. But I gotta be Warhorse though, so I need to ask, like, hey, how much did you pay for your car?
Me?
Yeah, I'm asking random questions that have nothing to do with anything.
I think my car is like 16 grand, but I bought it 10 years ago.
Wow. That's crazy.
You're supposed to talk about yourself now.
Oh, right. My car cost
There you go.
$30,523.63, and it is the best car ever. And I just wanted to tell you about it because, you know, it's relevant to the conversation I just created. We love you, Warhorse. I do like Warhorse. Warhorse, I think you're a good guy. Just threw that out there.
Don't want to get murdered.
Just show up in my room as I sleep, stealing my Lyra plushie.
Yes, that's why he's friends. He knows you have it.
Yes, he wants the Lyra in the pants.
So this is gonna be tough doing gonna, because it's gonna, and but that's in the same mouth opening because it's gonna. It's weird. So it's kind of an annoying one. So I'm gonna do teeth out. I'm gonna do a little bit of this down, a little bit of this up.
Kinda is creating this effect like they're in a desert.
No, from this angle, they're
Yeah.
in blue up here. Michael will wake up to find a severed, derpy plush head next to him. No, he wouldn't even be able to do that.
Things that will set me on a rampage. I think Sunset just listed off the entire list. Like, it's like, some crazy person has murdered your family. Uh-huh. And burnt down your home. Uh-huh. And cut your derpy plush. They're gonna die.
Cut the derpy plush. They'd be like, and in doing so, the dust from the room resettled on Derpy.
It's like,
No, she can't be dirty.
no.
I washed her 3 times today already.
Gotta dust her off. Gotta give her pats. Knocks the dust off. It's good.
It actually kind of works. I'm okay with how this is looking. Okay, so this now needs to change to not lip bite, but lips out. Okay. And this is going to be, I got to go more and towards that, like leaning into that, like this, and then a little bit of okay, so this will be right here. So a nice thing is, so sync, that's a back E. That looks good enough to me. Oh, it did involve some of this, so. There we go. Reuse. Back in an hour. Please do not finish before then. Oh, yeah, you should be fine. You're probably already gone, but.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right in the middle here. Open. And so we're going to move this a little bit forward and a little bit up. Down like this.
Are dragons more bird or lizard?
Dragons?
Yeah. Which
Depends.
ones, like, are they bird?
They're supposed to be, I think, dinosaur, but dinosaurs are they're technically more bird than lizard.
Well, like, I think dinosaurs were, like, it's not cold-blooded, but they're, like, lukewarm-blooded. If that makes
Lukewarm?
sense. Like,
Is that a technical term?
I think so. I think I'm sciencing right now.
They're...
After a few drinks, I always feel like I'm sciencing.
You had one.
Yeah, well...
Unless you plowed one in the first 5 minutes after you got home.
I didn't. I plowed that pizza pretty quick.
Yeah, you did.
I don't like to eat. Like, I'm always eating in front of the stream, but I don't like the stream if I can. It's just that I get home right when this starts. I'm very hungry, Dad. So hungry, so sad. I only get to eat on Tuesdays and Fridays, so you know.
We had a deal.
They're looking at me like, no, we don't believe that.
No, we had a deal.
Had a deal. Like that's you only get to eat when you make the funds on the street.
Okay. I'm gonna go right to B. I'm skipping some syllables because if they're speaking at a certain speed or certain words, the end of there is gonna go. You're gonna be like kind of combining them. Normally, you kind of put your mouth in one way for the, but for going to boat, you'd be like the. While you're doing a sound, you'd already be going into the B sound. So, I think I did. Yeah, I did a B. So we have one right here. I don't think I have to worry about anything else on this one. Yeah, we're good. Okay, but this is going to be a little bit slower. Or actually, this needs to be running a bit earlier.
I like that way. It looks like the symbol for the track.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'll be nice to the mic.
Yeah. I haven't done that in a while, and it felt good.
No, it did. Like one day, I'll just not be here, and you'll just look over at the mic and be like, just start adjusting it, and you won't. A mystery. Phantom mic syndrome.
That sounds wonderful.
It does.
Easier to ignore.
Would be.
Actually, this needs to be there.
Pretty much just everything in a rise and fall. That's all. Every motion is just a rise and fall. Like something going from an origin point back to its original point. So that's what the squiggly lines are. Where they go up, down, down.
Yeah, so the squiggly lines, they're actually dots. So what the program does is it maintains basically an X and Y coordinate for each one of these dots. This is saying where on the timeline is this dot and where in the amplitude and how high is it. And then it takes the next one and the next one and the next one and it keeps them all in order. And then all it does is connect it with a straight line between those two dots. So when you get like here, when it's a lot steeper or something, it might not need so many to get pretty close. But when you start getting much, much finer movements of like small little changes, that's where it starts getting confused. And that's where I have some things break when I try to do certain motions on very small scales, because if the sample points aren't there, it will just collapse because it's trying to make straight lines. And so it had the sample points, but when I like round it, it's trying to simplify and it destroys it. It's kind of stupid. I think it's a 32-bit program issue because like for instance, even at this point, this one is at 6.25, but then what is this one at? What number value is that one at? And that's where it starts getting into, well, now you're sitting at this subframe and this subframe, and you're starting into larger and larger decimal points. And I think that's where it gets confused. There is something where you can try to simplify these. So you can go resample every 4th frame. Now it's actually, you can see it's just every 4th frame. It's taken the sample from that point. You can actually see right here, there's a sample. Right there, there's a sample. Right there. And so it's just cleaning it up at quarter frames, which that actually could be useful. So right now it's doing it to try to fit it as well as possible. But if you actually say resample at frames, this should technically not impact the final animation at all. It might impact your motion blur ever so slightly, because some of these are not going to be there, and if you try to manipulate it after that, it won't. But really, you could probably save a ton of data space by doing that. Some of these save files could be like 150 megabytes. If you really clean that up, you could probably reduce that by like a third. But tangent. But yeah, that's what those sample points are.
Squiggly lines go brr.
But it's just saying for this rotation. So rotation's a little easier to determine on a scale, because a rotation of any axis can only go all 360 degrees around. So all this does, if I take the jawbone here, when actually these ones are showing the scale of a 0 to 1 slider, so that's easy. But if I were to actually grab a rotation bone here, it's the same thing. It's 0 to 360. So you can see as I spin it around, it goes all the way to the top. And if I get to the very back, being at the top now, I'm at 180 degrees. But then as I start to come back down, it will go back to its base, because that's what I want it to be. I want it to the base to be here. And that's why if you just start spinning, you start seeing those pop up. That rotation thing can get a little messy, because say I rotate to here. It works fine now because it followed as I did it. But if you clean that up sometimes, or like the frames, it might actually cut it from the top point straight down, because it's taking the point of the shortest distance. And that actually will cause a problem when I've done some rotations like that, and then I try to poke at it later. It'll start doing a thing where it'll rotate halfway and then spin backwards, and it'll just keep doing that. Kind of weird. But position is a little different, because position is an X, Y, and Z compared to rotation. Just basically, we're not rotation just being a 0 to 1, essentially. Position has to maintain much more than that. So it's a little harder to visualize, but the green is just this one. And then the blue is just the blue line. But what that number means on this like graph is a little bit more messy, because I can take this basically and keep going to infinity. And if you do, it can start messing with some of the other numbers. So it's when you with these, if you start going to really small values, they collapse. Rotation doesn't. This one does. I'm thinking it's something weird.
Yes, but what do the squiggly lines mean?
Nothing. Squiggly lines.
Yay, squiggles. Michael. That is.
I wrote cursive. I haven't done that forever.
Yeah,
do they even teach cursive at schools anymore?
They do not. They focus more on typing because it's actually useful.
Cursive's nice if you want to write messy.
The only reason I even still know how to read cursive is because
How do you know? Reading cursive is different than writing cursive.
Yeah, well, the only reason I even know how to read it is because my grandmother still sends me all of her Christmas and birthday cards in cursive. It's the only time I find myself actually reading cursive. Now, it makes more sense. Like, back when cursive was the thing to do everything in, typing really wasn't. Now, everybody needs to learn to type. I only have so many hours in the day to teach the kids, so...
Yeah, because they got to go on TikTok and stuff.
It does kind of feel like typing at this point is something kids will learn whether or not you do it.
Yeah.
But
if they don't learn typing now,
you can't.
Well, but typing, if you just gave somebody a keyboard and told them to learn to type, they're probably going to learn to do things slightly incorrect. They're going to learn bad habits.
Maybe, but they're gonna be like, who seriously, once you've typed long enough, keeps their hands right on like the...
I do. I use the notches on the F and J like religiously. It's always about finding my baseline. I might readjust my hands from there, but I have to always remember where my hands go. So I always go back to a base. Yeah. If you don't look at your keyboard, you just put your hand down, would you just immediately start typing?
Yeah.
Without knowing, if you didn't have the notches.
You just reminded me that the notches
Well, how do you know where the buttons are?
Because I've been holding a keyboard since I was like 8.
I know, but all the buttons feel the exact same.
I glanced down at it.
Well, no, okay, so you're a finger typer.
No.
No, because I don't look at the keyboard when I type.
I don't look at the keyboard when I type. I look at it when I place my hand, and then I don't...
Yeah, but I don't need to, because I can go like this and go, right there, it's an F. I know, I don't need to look. Jeez, you're relying on your eyes too much. Damn, stupid.
How you gonna type when you're blind?
Steve, he's a boomer.
That's what it is.
He's gonna wear the glasses, and he's like, I can type the alphabet. How do I switch this to cursive?
Oh, kids today and their cursive writing.
Hello, Firewolf. First start stream. Let's see how this goes. Well, welcome. This is a stream where I work on animations and also berate Michael for random things.
Today is how to type on a keyboard.
Yeah. It's a new one. We haven't covered that one yet.
I do kind of look down at the keyboard admittedly while I type, and I just know what's on the screen because I typed it. I even know when I made a mistake without even looking at the screen.
Oh yeah, I'll do that all the time. I write emails all the time at work if I'm like super tired in the morning, and I'll just close my eyes and I'm constantly correcting as I'm writing, and I'll look up and I might have one error out of 4 lines.
No, I'll type tons of stuff without ever looking at the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'd be fine. I just know.
Okay, so this needs to...
But let's be honest, everybody. Most people just type everything with their thumbs anyways.
What?
I mean, what? A majority of typing people are on their cell phone.
Oh, I thought you meant on a keyboard. I'm like, my space bar is what I'm thinking.
Yes. It's like, dear United States government.
Wow, you wrote that real fast.
Yeah, it's like 60 words a minute. Just thumbs. It's impressive.
Smoke coming out of the keyboard.
We bring up with thumbs, we're just hissing.
You just got a water glass to put your thumb in. That'd be good.
It would be. I'd watch that. I'd watch that movie. The Amazing Thumb Man.
The Amazing Thumb Man. He puts the keyboard like above his monitor. He just keeps thumbing up.
I just want to watch a movie where there's just a superhero and he's just got amazing thumbs and he just goes around like just with his thumbs like stopping crimes, saving old ladies from traffic.
How do those powers work?
It's just like thumbs away, and then he's flying through the sky, just being dragged by his thumbs.
It's like Thor, yeah. But his name is Thumb.
Just Thumb Man. The rest of his body's just flopping behind him because he's just a normal human body, and it's going like super speeds.
The ultimate villain is just a guy like doing this all the time.
No.
Remove your hole. It feels like you have a thought and you don't want to say it.
No, I was thinking of it's like arch enemies. Index Man! Ha! This is a whole cavalcade of finger-based supervillains. Like they want to collect his thumbs so that they can have thumb powers.
Thumb powers?
Yes. Athos is sad because he doesn't have them.
He has thumbs.
Yeah, it's like a weird claw thing. It's not a thumb.
What are these?
This is spikes.
Yeah.
How are those fake? Those are not. I don't think they move.
How do you don't think? Just because he hasn't doesn't mean he can't.
I mean, they started moving independently. I feel that would weird me out.
Yeah, it's called his back massagers.
Let's see. It would be good for.
See, look, they're moving.
Ah, well, you got me there. Magical. Use their tails as rudders. Don't even need like a.
They just spin like a windmill.
Yes, children don't seem to know how to use rotary phone. It's true.
Well, yeah, but I don't know how many kids would even need to know how to use a rotary phone.
I have not seen a rotary phone in a very long time. I think I did have to use one when I was a little kid because my grandmother still had a rotary phone. And if I wanted to call home, I had to use it. Slow.
There was the one game we were doing on Murder Party.
Yeah.
For Jackbox one night, and I can't remember who it was, but it was. I think there was also just an issue where, like, I think.
Well, my phone didn't show up.
Yeah, your phone didn't show up because they
showed you that it was. Yeah. He's like, that guy's old. He probably used one of these before. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Game Grumps, where they invited two of their younger friends over and said, "Okay, whoever manages to call this number on these phones first will win." Blah blah blah, and neither of them could do it. But it was fun watching.
I did go a little bit too fast into this, so I'm gonna trying to add a little bit of something to keep the mouth moving. I'm gonna do a little bit of stretch here.
It kind of feels like if I had a landline for some reason, I'd want to just a rotary phone up to it. This is a joke. It's like, hey, I need to call home. Like for that one person who doesn't have a cell phone or whatever. Like, yes, the phone's open. And just watch them suffer.
Your first challenge.
It's just, the challenge has begun, and you just got a gong. Yeah. Oh, you make it home.
Wasn't that the phone in Squid Games? Is that a rotary, or was it one of the? It was an older phone with the push dial. I don't think it had anything on it. No, he did. He tried dialing something. I can't remember.
Oh, the one in the guy's room. Another one. Yeah, I think it was a rotary. It was either a rotary or it was one of the. It was a really old phone.
Yeah, because that was the style.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bunch of old fogies that run the thing. So.
Well, keeping everything to landlines makes sense in that kind of environment too.
Yeah. So I want to kind of keep it like this. But in today's news, fuck you, man, robbed the First National Bank. When the police arrived, he flicked them off and escaped custody.
He's the worst. Like, it's F.U. man. Like, sirs, call him Middle Finger Man. It's far more polite. Thumb Man comes in and tries to correct his attitude. Crude dude who doesn't want to be told what to do.
Doesn't play by the rules.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just jam the mouth up a little bit more here.
Like this whole franchise we're creating.
So this is close enough to what I'm looking for. Boop. Okay, we'll do a little open. Okay. Keep having to move it like forward to really get the right look. I think it's because I need to like create like a ooh sound, and the only really way to do it is to do this, like kind of bring the jaw down. And so there's kind of an extra teeth thing.
Kind of weird. If they're like dinosaurs and they're more bird, are they just riding in the hollowed out carcass of like their great granddaughter or something? Is that what's happening?
Oh, it's the Celestia.
Oh, okay. Ponies are descended from. One knows. Dinosaur facts.
It's a fact?
Yes.
Ponies? But it's like saying
ponies.
Puppies are descended. No, they're dogs. Puppies are a stage of dog.
Puppy?
Pony is a stage of horse, right?
No, ponies are a stage of dinosaur. Just establish this.
They're not a horse?
Well, of course they're a horse. They're all descended from dinosaurs.
They're all descended from dinosaurs.
Yes.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
So
Specifically the flying ones, especially.
I think I see some flaws in your argument.
Nope. They're burbs. Dinosaurs. Burbs come from dinosaurs. Ponies are dinosaurs. Or descendants of dinosaurs.
Correlation is not causation.
Are you trying to say Pegasus aren't burbs? You know better.
I'm pretty sure that that's a fallacy, and I can't remember what it's called. It's saying that or making up something else that you have to deny, and because you can't, it's true.
Well, that makes me right, I think. Science proves it again.
Science wins.
Science wins.
Well, how is that science? Because I call it science.
It's science. I just scienced. I did a science. I need more science juice. Oh.
Me too.
Want another drink?
I was pretty sure that's why you're bringing it up. Yeah.
You want something in this glass?
Yeah. Keep everything that's in there. Just take another. There's a small little can in the bottom of the right door, and just pour what's left of the rum that I have in there.
Just straight rum?
No, not your rum.
No,
my
yeah.
rum.
Yeah,
Pineapple
what's wrong
rum.
with my rum?
Because if I said to pour what's left of it, it would be a half gallon. But there should be a small can of ginger ale in the door. Okay, make. So let's do. Okay. Guess it's an E. Would be about the best. This is the one I used before too. Oh, there's definitely some other stuff that was needed in there. Okay, open. And this needs to go more forward. Okay, so it needs to go forward, but not so much. Ooh, there's a lot more in there than I thought.
Power of science, we finally discovered the truth. That Rathalos was a pony all along.
Is that all that you wanted to try to figure out?
But it was important.
Why?
Because even now, the pony video now. My logic is flawless.
I do a little bit of fight. Okay, I do need to extend this a little. Actually, I got to do all this. Okay, I don't think I did a U. Oh. Was enough. According to armchair paleontologist, Pegasus evolved from feathered raptors who discovered a time-displaced KFC. Secret recipe which contains preservatives causes mutations. So delicious Pegasus.
I am now thinking of like a bucket full of Pegasus. It's deep fried and battered.
Well, that is very strong.
Sounds kind of tasty. Yeah, I thought that. I was pouring the whole thing in, just like you said.
You know, I did. Like, I thought there was less in there.
It's gonna be a strong drink.
No, it still actually tastes good. Like that's such a good rum. That is about twice as the darkness of the previous.
Probably just drink rum straight. It's not always a good idea, depending, but
you have a whole like half gallon up there.
That's why I got the cider in the fridge all chilled, in case I can just mix it with that.
Just in case for emergency rum.
Well, I kind of want to throw the cider in the microwave and just heat it up prior, and then just throw a cinnamon stick in there and call it good. That also sounds good. Cider is good hot or cold.
Depends on the mood. I think like a hot cider with cinnamon does better, but a cold one with cinnamon not so much.
If you're gonna do it hot, you have to add the cinnamon. If you're gonna do it cold, don't.
Yeah. You know, cold with cinnamon just doesn't sound as good.
It wouldn't be bad. I just like wouldn't enjoy it much. It'd feel like a waste of cinnamon.
Waste of cinnamon. I don't think it's really expensive, is it?
No, not really, but the cinnamon sticks are a little bit more expensive, which doesn't really make because they didn't bother grinding them up. But what it is.
It makes sad.
Say it, breathe a little.
Not sad. He's Rathalos.
Rathalos doesn't get sad. Rathalos just gets like contemplatively angry.
What? What is the? Don't. Oh, it was glad. Don't get mad. Get glad.
Hefty. That's a different. I'm thinking of trash bag commercials now.
Going way too quick.
Rathalos trash. Trash dragon. The Danny DeVito of dragons.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So some of these mouth opens, I think I just need to reduce. So from here to here, we're going to round that. Because sometimes you don't need it to be huge.
Wish Sir Edward here, he could help me take that out of context.
Yeah, I think I just need to even get this reduced. It doesn't feel like I should, but I think I definitely do.
Fairy again. Getting wings all over the place.
Hmm?
The fairies. Fairy.
You know when you're supposed to like mute your phone when you're in the theater?
And punish all the fairies? Could never do such a thing.
And punish the fairies.
They're getting it on right now. They're having a good time.
I want to have it kind of build up to... up more. Maybe a little bit, Okay, and then I need to extend these out. There. Okay. And gotta look for an E. Not E, it's D, but they sound the same.
D does have kind of an E.
No,
After the
at
D.
the end of it. Sad, E, D, D and E are both kind of look the same. So when the actual mouth, I just do the same thing.
Some letters like draw other letters into them. Like you don't even need 2 E's for the word B. You just have the letter B. E's are unnecessary.
No, because the E makes it B. Without that, at least in terms of the way we would actually say it, we would say B.
That puts an A on it.
When you make it a word, you're instead you're making a sound of it.
Yeah, you gotta leave the A out. You gotta go what? No, I put the A in it. How can you do it? It's impossible. There we go. I did it. That's the new sound for the letter B. The A. Did it. I fixed B.
It wasn't broken.
Not anymore. I fixed it. Fixed the science juice.
Thank you, science juice.
Thanks, science. You did it again. R. That's a lot of the letter R's.
Oh,
Extra
Philip.
bits.
R. The English language is an infallible language.
With no problems whatsoever.
Nope. Well, why would there be? We're from America. It's a perfect society of perfect people that do nothing wrong. The world around us is just chaos, and we stand here firm and do nothing.
I'm still trying to figure out what wood has to do with anything. These trees aren't even involved in this conversation.
What?
You said, what would it be? How would it be? I don't understand the use of the word wood. The hard materials. I'm confused.
I'm confused too, but for very different reasons.
The English language has failed us. We will never find out which is which now.
That seems to work.
Thank you for the derpies, by the way, Philip.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, it's good enough to where I can continue forward. If I don't need perfection at this point, because once somebody starts moving, sometimes it just looks fine. Hiccups. I don't know, but Twitch, I've done everything I could.
Well, I have the perfect remedy.
No, he's talking about internet hiccups.
Internet hiccups? Oh. I was going to show him that thing where you put your fingers in your ears, you pinch your nose closed, and you swallow 3 times. Works every time for me, and if it doesn't work for you, it's because you did it wrong.
Yeah, but if I remember right, also by blocking off certain aspects of your upper thing and then using the pressure buildup, that's causing damage.
Did it wrong.
If you plug your nose, your mouth, your ears, and you cover your eyes, and then hold your breath until you pass out, you're fine.
You won't have to worry about hiccups no more.
Yeah, or just put your head underwater, because then it's no more hiccups. It's just drowning.
You can't hiccup while you're drowning.
I mean, you solve one problem, you can deal with another one later. Yes. So,
like that lady who ate a cat to get the mouse that she ate. You ever read that book? Where some old lady just keeps eating animals that like she ate a spider, so she sent a bird in to get this.
I think I have, but I'm still disturbed as to why you suddenly remembered that book.
Because watching some old lady just eat an entire zoo is fascinating as a child. I can only hope to achieve such greatness one day.
If there's anybody in this world that's close,
I'm gonna eat that elephant. I'm gonna chew.
Well, at least I'll lend my support. Yes, thank you very much, Philip. More derps. Hello, yes, Midnight. Guys, sorry I'm late. I was out having dinner with my family. How dare you? Yeah. More your internet family.
We're your real family. Jesus. Got whatever that is. Can't get that from your family. Look at it. Spiky.
It needs to slouch. You get to deal with your family all the time. Alright.
See ya, Philip.
6 time in the stream is watchable. Alright, see ya, Philip. Thank you for the bits. I need him to kind of look annoyed. To do annoyed, he needs to basically stare forward. Those, why are your eyes moving?
Rathlos is not annoyed enough. I don't know. He's giving him some pretty annoyed eyes right now. Look at that. That's assing out.
His brows went down a little too much.
Oh, he's hitting on us. Would you date a dragon stream? Don't answer that.
I was gonna say.
Stream, no.
And my suffering. No, he's good. He can't hate things if he's dead. He hates death too. He's kind of stuck in the middle ground, because he hates living, but he hates dying.
He is he's in limbo, a living limbo.
They just have to hold the blood in until after our go stream. I'll take you to the hospital then. All right, I'm extending it by an hour.
Yeah. Oh well, Dad. It was nice knowing you. But he's got dragon and he's grumpy. Look at it. So much grump. Can't leave that behind. Can you even make Rathlos smile? Like, is that possible?
He does not have a smile bone.
The face bone's connected to the smile bone. The smile bone's connected to the frown bone.
No, I did that on purpose because I don't have no reason to make him smile, and I don't have a frown either. It's his default look.
Frown bone's connected.
The only thing I knew I needed
bone.
is he needed anger, and so I made sure to try to make something that resembled anger. But I don't need happiness because I never want him to be happy.
I don't need happiness because I never want him to be happy.
That would be out of character.
I miss Sir Edward right now. Just the things you can put out of context.
No, because if he's like Toby to me has a naturally happier face, and so I'm choosing all the happier quotes for him. But Rathalos is naturally kind of a like grumpy look, and so I lean into the grumpy. But if I suddenly made him happy about something, that's out of character. It's like I don't know what I'm trying to think of something specific. Like if Goku said "I'm full," or Derpy did something annoying.
She could never do anything annoying. But I have seen Goku say he's full before.
No, he's not. No, he's never full.
Vegeta threatened to punch him in the stomach. It was.
He never meant full. No, it's just
Eat forever.
It has to be something out of I don't want to do anything that's out of character because it's just weird. So when I had the contest we did a while ago where I did a share the love thing on Twitter where you could win like little Rathalos plushes, and it was trying to promote people to like just do nice things. Originally it was supposed to be things I hate, but it was right after COVID started, and I think that so many people were in kind of a depressed or negative mood. The last thing I wanted to do was do more of that. So instead I went the other direction. Out of character, but because of that I just didn't make any animations for it because it would be out of character.
Yeah, pandemics can do that.
Yeah, it was really bad timing because I knew exactly what it was going to be. If I tell everybody, just tell me something you hate 2 months after the pandemic started, I know what that's going to be.
That was like right when everything was starting. You were even a little bit afraid of shipping them during that time, just because you were worried you would worry people. I got the plushes. It was a little while afterwards, but like I sprayed all of them down with disinfectant. I washed everything, and just to make sure if anybody asked. But yeah, I was a little bit more concerned about shipping things because people asking questions type stuff. There should be a Derpy cameo in this video. No, I agree. No, any of the Rathalos stuff I'm not. I don't do any crossovers when it comes to those two groups. If I make a Monster Hunter, it's a Monster Hunter. If I make a Pony, it's a Pony. No middle ground. She could just be like, really, like in the background. You can hardly see her. You could just, I don't know, replace Rathian or something with Derpy. Nobody would even know. What if I replace the boat? With yes, a big Derpy boat. Guys didn't even pay for what's happening right now. Hey, with the free points. Mm-hmm. That's the one that actually has lips. I do like the models with lips, but I do recognize at the same time that the new G5 models that are used in the movie don't have the lips. Maybe that is the better way to go about it. It is unclear. Oh, there you go. Somebody paid for stupid face. I did on DeviantArt yet. Did I? I don't think I have my. Yeah, you're having to relog into everything on your. He's got a new PC, everybody. Oh no, the graphics card's the same. That enough of it is new for it to be a new PC. The only thing that's the same is the graphics card, because those things are expensive right now. Mm-hmm. Yep, everything was replaced. No, and the RAM. The RAM's the same.
Because I didn't want to buy 64 gigs of RAM again.
Are you still DDR4?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have 5 out now? I feel like I've heard of 5. Ooh, school uniforms. That's oh wait, no. Squid Games. No, 4 Vonies.
Oh, look, they have a staff.
Staff too.
No, no, the RAM's the same. My M.2s are the same, and the graphics card is the same. And really, cost-wise for all of that, that's like about $1,500 to $1,600 worth of stuff that transferred. Graphics card being the vast majority of that.
Case is much smaller.
It is.
But I don't even hear this PC. I figured it's all liquid cooling now, and I kind of figured I'd hear the pump.
Not all of it. The graphics card is still not. But I eventually want to. I do want to get a block for it. But right now, being that it's a 3080, and for how difficult it is to get them, last thing I want to do is start cracking it open and have it not be what work. So, I'm waiting.
Does it get loud under load? Personally, if that was the case, I would.
Well, right now, okay, so that's the thing is right now I have no. It's not even doing it. It's not barely doing anything. Freaking, I got a lot of cores, so it's at 3% with SFM running.
Well, Source Filmmaker is super.
It doesn't need it at all. So, but for Adobe and stuff,
Apple Book.
For some of that, it does. It seems like there's stuff missing on here. Am I going about this wrong?
Derpy with a Gatling gun for an arm.
There's this. Okay, I'm like, there's pages here I'm missing. Yeah, maybe. But what's wrong with Derpy?
Pony Wiggles. No, go back.
It's gone.
There's no fairies again. It's a big old fairy party.
There's a very specific animation I thought existed here, but now I'm not seeing it.
Mommy says every time a bell rings, a fairy gets cancer. Mommy's not that nice. Oh, Derpy, she got the drunk.
Why did somebody put an animation sequence for that?
Because you need it. You need drunk ponies.
Is that a reverse order or something?
Just like the ponies playing patty cake. I just wanted to just stay on this. Look at that. Bouncing back.
I was looking for something specific, but I'm not seeing it now. Okay, we'll just go without it.
Herpes.
Hey, Edward is back. He was just looking for you.
Yes. You missed so many things that could have been taken out of context, Edward. Gone now.
What was the one that you said to be on there?
Wait, he already got one.
I said every time bell rings, a fairy gets cancer.
He's already on it. And I don't remember nothing I say. That's the fun thing about the quotes. It's like, no.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Sir Edward? It's good to see you. Derpy is stepping on the dragons. Put them out. It's very hot. She saw fire. Yes, this is a much better boat. Sir Edward, you're as dedicated as you want to be. I personally will not rewatch this stream. I will forget it exists the second I get up from this chair. Because that's my dedication.
And then we need to... I think they're a little...
They're happy.
I think she might be a little too big.
Dragons are like, yay, derby rides. Raffles just looks like he's holding on to her butt. Oh, you raised him. Like grappling. We're going on an adventure with Derpy. Stream clips get stored in the ether. Oh no. They've become like all those snake turtle things.
Because of the rig. Can't yeah, I can't. I don't think I can rotate them or lock them.
I think you've done all that needs to happen. Now you just leave it that way and don't go back. Have them ride Derpy. Oh.
Yeah, I can't make them do the other thing. So
And then
this is all that's gonna happen because
Yay, Derps. She's selfish.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, I wanted to lock it to our buddy. Won't work.
You got to be a swan. Who doesn't want to be a swan?
She got deleted.
Well, it still exists in our hearts.
No, she's dead.
Clogging our arteries.
Derpy is high in cholesterol.
Derpy is high in cholesterol. It's killing me.
What stream clips get stored? If you save a clip, it's if you go to the channel itself and then under like you should be able to see like browse the videos or all the videos that are under there, and clips I think is a section. Otherwise, it like a view all, you might be able to find them and sort them from there. They kind of get mixed in with everything. I think I can't remember. It's been a while. Okay, so lip syncing's done. He's kind of looking annoyed. Actually, I gotta get his arms in a better position than that because they're kind of just floating there. So he's got the big wings and all that, but it feels frustrating because to try to make them work without being weird. Like here it works because the clipping, so I can get away with, or something's blocking the side, but it's about trying to make it all work.
I popped in and threw a stupid face at you.
Did do a stupid face, but I can do another.
Well, that one was paid for too.
Yeah, I know. That's let's see here.
Yes, more stupid. Do you have a model of Bob Barker? Because that would be fun.
I've put Spike on Rathalos' body before, I believe.
Yes, and Ember.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did Ember. I know that one.
What can you do? Can you put Rathalos in a dress?
No. I couldn't even try. His body's too shaped. Any dress wouldn't drape to his body shape.
Can you put his head on a Barbie doll?
I could do that, yeah.
Derpy. Aww. Calamity? Why is he wearing, like, sweatpants? Oh, Big Mac.
I'm not gonna get rid of those boobs.
It didn't even, like, he's not even the right color. Like,
He's okay. Who else is red?
Huh? Like, all the other characters in the show actually are the color of their pony, but he's not. And that always bothered me. It was a dumb thing to bother me, but it
Because I would
bothers
think
me.
that the red color would, like, I don't know, do other weird things. He's bright.
But he's red. Fairies, what is up with you today? I'm gonna go kill some fairies. I'll be right back.
His T-pose. I like this though. Just have him. Here you go.
They're dead, especially that Tinkerbell.
Here you go, Michael.
They're yes, perfect. The video is complete. Big Mac Jesus is among us. There you go. Thank you, Sir Edward.
There goes. You better know. He's T-posing for success.
Swan Lake, doing the ballets. He's gotten the ballets down. He is cultured. Good quote. Ooh, ooh. Sad. Bad spins. You're getting fancy. Look at him bend. Legs are broken, but that's fine. Everybody. Ballet master. Master of the ballet. Everybody was kung fu fighting. About. But he was fast as. No.
Oh, look at this. This is gonna be some glorious dancing.
Like, in fact,
This T-posing and things like woo.
It's like a little bit frightening.
But he's a little rude.
I'll put his butt up. Wants to see that butt. It's like he's super tired. One of his, like, no.
It's Zen.
He's ready. He will kick you in the face the second you come close.
Mwah. Do squats.
You got the moves.
No, the whole point of this is that his goal was to take out Rathalos, where he is a hunter.
Yes. Gotta keep himself limber for kicking. Even as a human, the apple family just kicks the trees to get the apples down. They'll be out of business before long. Hit them with your hands. The apple family has a proud tradition of smacking trees. We're not gonna stop now. Is there logic? Oh no.
There. So now he's got he's just they're coming across there, and there's just, and he comes in, he's like, he puts it right in the face.
Rathalos just keeps on chatting. No.
He doesn't care. He's like
"Whatever."
it breaks neck.
I can't feel the lower half no more, but that's
Well,
okay.
he can fix.
He's a doctor. He's a doctor ballerina.
He's a chiropractor with his feet.
I'd watch that show. Dr. Ballerina, MD. Doctor, please, my back. It hurts. Pirouette. Whoosh. It's like, you fixed it, doctor. Thank you. Another day of ballerina doctoring.
And it's got to be played by who played Doogie Howser?
Doogie Howser guy.
Yeah. No, it's got to be played by him too.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Is that a triple somersault pirouette ending in a reversal landing? Sure, no, it probably wasn't, because I'm pretty sure you have no idea what you're saying either. I'm not giving Rathalos boobs. Thank you,
Yes.
Sir Edward.
These are the quotes that must be maintained for all of time.
No, we can keep him doing whatever it is he's doing back there.
Yes.
Make sure his neck is fine. Okay, it is. Okay, so I don't want Rathalos really doing much of anything here. He's got his kind of ambientness, with ambient animation. So I really don't need to do too much from that. I'm going to add a little bit of camera motion just to see if that helps, because it does feel overly stationary, but that's just the whole shot in general. If I think I know what to do here, but we'll see. So I want to go just a teeny bit of position jitter. Not much at all. Anything more than probably that, it would be noticeable anyway.
Athos is very much the, I don't want to move, because moving requires energy, which spend. Me and Rathalos connect on that level.
It's moving, but ever so slightly, and that is fine. These are going to take forever at their sizes to round, so I'm just going to round them myself.
Infinite, that's a dangerous question. Every time I ask that, like, oh, you're almost done, he tells me. There are many months. Many mucho months.
No, that's for the big videos. For this one, Rathalos' animation shouldn't be that bad, because half of it is just going to be him sitting here. The lighting is also just going to take a little bit of tweaking and it won't be that bad. So no, there's really not that much more work to do. The biggest work was getting the lip syncing done and Rathian, because Rathian is going to more than likely be most of the focus and needed to be animated for the whole 10 seconds. Well, his animation is the ambient motion, and the ambient motion is from the game, actually. Nick Out, when he did the port of these models, he also imported some of the default animations. So the walk that I've done with him, and the jump backwards, and his ambient posing, those are all actually right from the game. I never did those. But they mentioned at some point that they wanted to port other animations, and I really wish they would have. I thought about contacting him in regards of like flight and others, because if they had a flight one in a run, like whatever their charge one is, that would be very useful to make use of. Okay, so the camera, that is just its position. I did. It's the rotation. I actually want to jitter quite a bit more, but not. I need to be careful on this. So, what are we controlling here? Yeah, I do not want to do that one. I want to do the other two. I want to kind of do the sideways motion. Maybe I'll do all of them and see how it turns out. Because they're on water, so I want to kind of give the feeling they're on water.
Make sure people get seasick while watching your video.
Yeah, look at this.
No, that would make me sick for sure.
No, the jitter is only based on like every frame being something different, so I have to stretch it out then.
It's even more nauseating somehow.
I know, but I have to stretch it out, and I don't know what it's going to be until I get to it. Okay, so I think that's probably still a little much. Just a little bit more. Now I'm going to clean that up. Okay, and now, perfect. That is not actually what I want to do here. I need to do it from here. If I do it from outside in when I clear this, it means that these values over here are the original camera position, and I want to make sure that's maintained. Because now I want to she'll go grab from the infinite direction this way, reduce it just a little bit. Okay, and now I'm going to smooth the crap out of it to try to see if I can get some of those peaks, because it doesn't have any rounding on the top. What rounding does is it adds sample points. So it basically makes sample points at every single frame, and then just tries to like take 2 points and then average the middle ever so slightly. Well, release is the one that, or not release, round is the one that really goes heavy on it. Smooth is more about just an ever so slight touch to it. So, but since it's slight, you sometimes need to do it a bunch to get it to be nice and smooth. I think that's still a bit much, but this might destroy it. Yeah, and it did. Which is the one problem of smoothing removes the details. And I don't know if it's going to remove enough. And in this case, it didn't. Remove a little more than half. And they'll smooth again. Might be able to see where these points are. So it's right here. These ones I want to have be really liquidy. Here. There. Right there. Right there. Right there. I want to kind of miss like right here or something. Okay, so how does that look now? That's fine. I think there's one at the beginning. Yeah. The way it comes in here feels a little tough, so I'm going to select the both motions, go about rounding on half, and that should just meld them together. Yeah.
Is Wrathing gonna bark at the end of this? I feel like there needs to be a bark after she finishes talking.
I could. I'd have to add like probably 2 more seconds on. I mean, I guess I kind of just bark at the.
Friend of bark. Bark. Bark.
I would have to add a little bit of time on.
I feel like if she's just panting and somebody's watched, this is like the first Rathian video that's And
No.
it's like, why is she panting? Make her bark, and I'm like, oh, she dog dragon.
He barks at the
Yes, she
at the
bark at
goose.
Swan. The ugly duckling. A freak long neck duck.
So what I want to do here though is she gets to this position. And it doesn't feel like she's looking at it. It looks like she's looking a little below. So I'm going to move things up a little bit so she can look more like right at it. And then I'll have her, and I'll just do a keyframe. Right. Nope. I'm gonna say in, not for camera. In for Rathian. Oh, not there. Move there. Okay.
I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not, Sir Edward. I don't think it's that bad, but I can see somebody being like, ugh.
No, it's a very slight motion. There's nothing to it now. And trust me, if I get motion sick immensely easy, much easier than most, and so if I'm usually fine with it, I trust that most other people are going to be as well.
Why VR is so rough?
VR is rough.
I like VR. I am a little jealous of some of the new headsets. Because I got the Index with the...
Yeah, but how often do you use VR?
Not that often, but part of the reason I don't use it that
When's the last time you used it?
It's been a few months.
How many games have you played?
Games? Maybe 4?
With your headset?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You got it for one thing.
Yeah, I did. I got it for Alex, and I finished Alex.
Yeah, you don't need it anymore. You can sell it.
No. It's still pretty novel.
Some of the new headsets out there now are not really any better on graphics, though.
I do like the fact that some of the new ones don't have all the wires hanging off.
Yeah, because it does all the processing in the head.
Yeah.
Imagine the quality difference. So a lot of those are not going to be running at as high of a frame rate or some other significant drawback. And it's not some. The main is just the Oculus.
Mm-hmm.
But then to do that one, you have to sign on in with your Facebook account, or you can't even use it.
I sign into a lot of things with my Facebook, so no big deal. Though my Facebook account is tied to an email that I no longer have access to. If I ever forget my password, I'm in trouble. I can't even change it because they're like, you want to change it? Okay. Go to your old email and verify. And it's just like, oh.
I've had a couple recently that I had to do that with because I was setting up the it's not selected my password manager, and I was like, I went to go reset one password, and they're like, I couldn't remember any of the info for it, so I had to go have a reset using it was an email, yeah, and I had to use a recovery email on that. That was really annoying.
The email I lost access to was one tied to my internet service provider, and then the internet service provider sold to another company, and they were like, okay, you have like 2 months to transfer your account to something else because we're going to shut it down. And I didn't. I was a kid. and lost it. It's kind of the reason I lost access to my Nexus. Decided that that'll be something. A little disappointing, but what it is. Just don't lose your email, kid. I don't know that that's a problem. Most people have like Hotmail or not Hotmail. Old people have Hotmail like me. But like Gmail or something that's tied to a big company anywhere.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in having Gmail that I don't have to worry about that.
I feel the same way with Hotmail. It ain't going anywhere because that's Microsoft. But I do feel like an old man admitting that I have a Hotmail account.
I don't think you can even get a Hotmail account anymore.
Yeah?
It's a .live, I think, or at live.com instead of Hotmail. I still have a Hotmail.
Yeah.
But I only use my Hotmail as my backup for if my Gmail fails.
I have a Gmail, but it's the other way around for me. Like, my Gmail account's pretty much where if I'm doing something serious, it goes to my Hotmail. If I'm doing something that's going to throw a bunch of spam at me, and I know it ahead of time,
Oh, that's my Hotmail, 100%. I go there and it's just Twitter notifications for something. For an Ace Calcs account that I made 9 years ago. That's a long time ago. It was a Twitter account I made for a website that I was running. So I get notification on there, Facebook stuff, because I have it tied to that email, so it doesn't bug me in my main email.
No. Facebook isn't changing its name. The company is changing its name.
What bugs me about logging in is that once you log in, that means that they're just tracking everything. They're doing it, so they drop the cost of the headset by a lot because they're selling your data at a high premium. And I don't like that.
I kind of figure there isn't anything people know about me at this point.
No, but it's not about knowing that. It's knowing everything you do when you play games, what you're playing, how you play the games, all those little things. I don't want to be a metric in that regard. I want to have control on some of that stuff, and I don't like somebody making money off of me. Like if I'm gonna have my data sold, I will sell you my data. I'm going to take the money. Why are you getting it for free? So, I don't get it. That just bugs me. That's why I use Brave as my browser, because it's got most of the crap blocked. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, now I'm kind of sad. I was at like 700,000 trackers blocked on there. And this has only been up for like what, 4 days, 5 days. I have a wireless Oculus 2 and I haven't noticed any dropbacks compared to wired. It's mainly just depends on the games you're playing. Like Half-Life Alyx, I could see potentially having some issues with it. Any of those.
Half-Life Alyx is pretty demanding.
But a game doesn't have to be super high in graphics because it doesn't have a display that you're going to notice it. So you can get away with some. I think the biggest ones are staying away from special effects like volumetrics. And like fogs and particle effects, because those are going to be intensive. So anything else it probably can do fine with.
Alex has all of those. So
Facebook is changing its name because of the bad branding it's been in its name. A lot of companies will do that if they start getting a ton of bad PR on something, and Facebook has, they'll just change their name because then they're like, hey, look, we're not the same company anymore. We've transformed.
Yeah, that's what Time Warner Cable did. I don't know if anybody had Time Warner Cable, but they changed their name to Spectrum. It's not a different company. It's the same company. They just changed their name because they had so much bad press. That they're like, oh, look, different company. We're not that other company. We are, but our name's different. So maybe you won't pick up on it.
Yeah.
Spectrum's around here, aren't they?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I know Time Warner, but I don't think I've really seen Spectrum.
Yeah. No. Same company. I use my VR headset from time to time. It can be pretty novel. I popped into VR chat not too crazy long ago. You can run around and be a horse.
Not from your perspective.
If you look in a mirror.
Okay.
And then you can just like, I'm
But
a
you-
horse,
but-
I'm a horse, I'm a horse, I'm a horse.
But the horse is a very different body shape. Like,
Yeah.
How does you have nothing to tie it to?
No, you like move around and the horse moves around and you're the horse. I'm horse.
This is adding really weird imagery in my head of you just on all fours on the ground, just looking up, and it's like wagging your butt around.
Yeah, because I'm a horse and like do dances. And it's adorable. Could be a horse too.
Is that what you did?
But I could be derpy in the game, and I was adorable, and it was fantastic. Put on your headset and become horses with us.
No, I'm good being
Be
me.
fun. Yeah, but could be, which is like better. Oh, saying. Trying to eat that swan.
I'm good. You can continue doing whatever it is you
I'm
do.
horse.
Can't wait till Nightly gets to that one.
The chat's kind of
I
fun.
guess he's getting a new PC. I just did too. Kind of.
Yes, most. It looks
the body or the main structure is different. All the internals are kind of the same.
It's got rainbows.
What are you getting for PC stuff?
Uh-oh. And in that moment, the Pandora's gate of sea pots opened wide.
Did you get a pre-built then? If I ever make enough, then you bet. You're getting an Acer.
Oh, so you are getting a pre-built.
So you're going to an OEM. I think Acer's OEM, right?
Yeah, I mean, my work computer's an Acer. They do make...
Because they're not an SI.
motherboards.
I think they're an OEM.
I know they make good motherboards, and then they do build whole PCs.
This depends on, because there's a lot of the OEMs are big on proprietary stuff, where good luck upgrading.
Well,
So-
like, I've got an Acer motherboard. I could upgrade anytime I want. You can always flash it. What you do?
Well, they have to supply that upgrade at that path at that point.
Hmm.
But there's some of those will give you power supplies that are non-standard and will only plug into that motherboard.
Really?
Yeah, like they'll give you a power supply that doesn't modulate its own power. The motherboard does it, so it only plugs in with like 8-pin. That's it, not 24.
Not buy that one.
Yeah, but you don't know.
Yeah.
So some of those OEMs.
I know our friend John has a really weird piece.
Yeah, he got his off Amazon, I believe, though.
Yeah.
But who was the manufacturer on that one?
I don't know, but he's got laptop power supplies for a PC.
Yeah, he plugs in
Weird.
2 power cables to his computer. It's very weird. I need to restart to get the audio library.
Yes, I'm a horse. Well, that goes without saying.
About 1800. So what are the specs in it though? For 1800, I'm thinking
Pretty medium.
if it's brand
upgrade.
new, you might have been Intel. Some of them still try to push it. If it's Ryzen, I'm thinking 5700 and a 3070. No, that might be a little high. Maybe a 3060 Ti, but maybe a 37. No, probably 3060 Ti. Or 6700 XT. Okay. now I can actually open the sound library.
Welcome for the last 6 minutes or so.
Hello.
It's a magical ride. Every moment of the 6 minutes fills you with joy, happiness, and not wishing for the sun to explode. As we often do. Especially this guy. Every day. You gonna get that, Swan?
I'm not really looking at it. She's kind of looking at the eyes there, but not when she moves, so I gotta readjust the positioning ever so slightly. Sorry, my phone has decided to die on me. It sounds like you need a new phone.
Or a backup battery. Got a backup battery for my phone. It's not very good.
You also just got a new phone.
Yeah, I got a backup battery.
But you just if it's a new phone, your battery should be fine for a long time.
It is, but I got used to having like the backup on it. I kind of liked having that.
Why?
Well, I needed a case, right? And not have a battery inside the case. Protect the phone.
Yeah, but because you're adding a whole other lithium device around the outside of your phone within another lithium device.
Look, I just want to make sure if and when the phone explodes that it makes sure to kill me.
Knight, I'm not actually sure what you just said. I understand 16 gigabytes of RAM, but I don't know what a DDR RAM module is.
Me neither.
I mean, it's you have DDR RAM. That's double data rate. That's I don't think anything is SDR anymore. That's oh god, I don't think I've seen anything. I
haven't heard that phrase since like high school.
Yeah. But more than likely it's DDR4. But actually at that price point it's definitely DDR4.
Yeah, at that price point it's he like hate somebody that much.
Unless it's DDR3, in which case
sorry.
Yeah, well, I hope it's not. That's DDR3 is like 8-9 years old now. But or since it's been obsoleted. DDR5 is just very expensive.
Absolutely. DDR still expensive.
But
DDR.
For gaming, 16 gigabytes is the good spot. 8's good, okay, but not. It can be not enough. 32 is overkill. It's a type of model. Yeah, it's no DDR. No, DDR RAM is not a model. DDR is RAM. It's just RAM. It's random access memory. That's probably just fluff words.
Is DDR5 not out for the general public yet?
For its current generation. Oh no, they're not testing a DDR5. You can get DDR5 if you go to. I think that's the 600 series motherboards. So 500 series motherboards are DDR4, and then 500 series are the DDR5. You can get DDR5. Is just expensive. You're paying probably 2.5 times as much per RAM stick.
I'd be curious to see what the.
It's about double. I think the highest end on overclock on the old ones is the lowest end on this one. So you can get RAM sticks that are over 4,000 megahertz, like at their lowest end.
That's impressive.
Because they're basically kind of double on a lot of things, but that's the lowest end. When DDR4 came out, they were at 2333. That was their lowest. And now we're at, like, overclocking wise, you can get up to 4.2. You can technically buy 5,000 megahertz DDR4 RAM, but you're going to be playing with some overclock settings for a while to try to even hit that. That's a stability problem.
I like your jokes, Sir Edward.
No, what's the processor in graphics card? That's really the only two main ones to get the answer on. What does Dance Dance Revolution have so many games? Yes, 16 dances in that computer.
How many rainbows shoot out the side of your computer? Because that's the most important thing.
No, I'm pretty sure. Like, if you go to just like I was looking for CPU stands there. Let's see here. Yeah. So there's that's DDR4.
Yeah, it's 4.
That's 4,000 megahertz though.
Oh, scroll down. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
It's DDR4. Pretty sure you can get it though.
Somewhere just not here. Be over there. There's some DDR5.
You can't buy any on here yet. No, it is 100% a thing. So because a lot of the new stuff for the Intel 12th gen CPUs, they are DDR5 compatible. So
do kind of feel like we need to clap our hands. Believe in DDR5.
I'm thinking it's just limited on where you can go to get it, but price wise, it's just not worth it right now. You're paying an early adopter fee for it. So, well, no, they should give you newer model stuff. It's just more about whether or not they match up or if it's worth it. And a lot of places that are SIs. So an OEM is the people that they build the computer. Like a lot of the motherboards and everything they're probably all built specifically for that system, kind of like proprietary parts. But a system integrator tends to be the person that just takes off the shelf parts and then you're paying them to put it together for you. You're usually going to pay a little bit more for that, but the nice thing about a system integrator is they tend to give you the parts that are right off the shelf. You're not going to get sometimes if they say you're getting a 3060, you get it and it's the original PCB from it, but then they put on some other proprietary cooler on there that you never know what you're going to get on it. It's not made by anybody. It's them throwing something on there. So, but that's more like Dell and HP. I don't know about Acer on how they do things, but I think that they're considered OEM.
Then there's companies like Falcon and Alienware who make pretty computers that'll rip you off.
No, Alienware is Dell.
Is it?
They're the same company. Yeah. Dell bought Alienware.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, so they're the same thing. Most of their parts are better in terms of that, where they're coming off the shelf, but you're paying a lot for nothing. It's not, no, the like NZXT, Redux,
I buy all my PCs.
I'm trying to remember some of the others. The system integrators are pretty good on some of that stuff. My phone has decided to quit on me today, so I guess I'll see you later here. Okay, see you later, Night. On Windows 10 and 11, you can use the task manager to still basically have your PC specs. Well, yeah, you can, but he doesn't have it yet. Yep. But yeah, but also I'm speaking from the perspective of somebody that's been doing computer stuff for a while, and it's just when I was talking with because I did some computer upgrades, I was at Microcenter this weekend, and it was with my sister, and she's just like had no idea. I was talking with one of the people there, and she had no idea what we're talking about. So, but that's just fun. Going super nerdy sometimes.
You are a nerd.
So yeah, that's gonna be all I'm gonna be able to do on here today. But it looks like I have the bark though. I might actually. I need to have her do a little bit more of a dip here. Let's see. That's a little better.
There's that one website that's really good about like comparing
user benchmark.
Yes.
No.
Oh?
No. There's been so much controversy as in regards to the information because it's somebody just submitting the data, no validation or confirmation as to what is being submitted.
So you compare it against other websites too.
Yeah, but that website alone is just taking data sheets and then comparing them. There's been so much controversy as to the information that they're using and how inaccurate it can be. So because anybody can put any data they want in and then just keep resubmitting, and like it's just there's a lot of problems with it. I don't trust their data. I'll use it as a initial look for something, but besides that, I do not trust it. I will go. I gotta keep it open. If I will go and look up specific information or reviews on a specific product, and then usually they'll like say if it's a processor or graphics card, they'll compare it to stuff within the more recent on on the exact same system and the exact same everything. I'll trust that more than user benchmark by 100%. But user benchmark is nice if you're trying to do a comparison between two things that have nothing in common. Like, I got a new work laptop, and my old one had an i7, and my new one has an i5. I'm like, okay, is this going to be a problem? But no, I actually looked up. It gave me all the specs, and it was like, no, this one's probably going to be better because just change in technology. So, but yeah, so we are good for today. Be back on Friday, and then I think Sunday. We haven't figured out what to do on Game Stream yet. We usually do that like the day before. So.
I want to play Tetris.
They do have like the multiplayer Tetris, I think.
Please don't subject me to this.
You just offered.
Look,
Mike wants
I
to do
am
Tetris.
very fickle.
You're fickle?
Yeah.
What, Tetris?
About things I want and don't want.
Yeah.
I'm on a whim. I live fancy free.
Mm-hmm. But all right, I'll see you guys later. Actually, let's check to see if there's
Space
anybody streaming. AZ is again.
Ooh,
sure, let's go and say hi to AZ.
He's got 3 people watching him. Way better than all. Better than I could do.
So I'm gonna pop up to Kitty.
Meow meow.
Oh, where's Kitty?
Why is Chicken the first person you say goodbye to?
This chicken is priority. So stick around if you want some channel points. We're gonna pop over to AZ, still making some more plush. I think. End of stream, derp.
Derp, derp, derp.
But thank you for the cheers to Phillips
derps.
and Sir Edward. And thank you for the resub to Jinxie. Appreciate it.
Yes, yes.
The invasion. Yes. You go and help with those plush.
Beat up a tips.
No.
Beat him up.